We got us a corpse and cartridge occasion.
So if you're like me, you turned on your Twitter, your Reddit, your YouTube, your whatever social media platform you use, and I'm pretty sure you would have been bombarded with basically just chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. It took me some time to understand what's happening, and I have a pretty good understanding, and so I'll explain everything from start to finish so you guys know exactly what's happening, what to expect, and where we go from now. So basically, let's take a step back and talk about Virtual Fighter because I know a lot of Tekken fans are interested in that game. When it wasn't announced at Game Awards, everyone was heartbroken. But one of the people who work for Sega, they responded to Harada when he says, okay, where's Virtual Fighter 6? They highlighted the and more part. So yes, 5 games was announced, but they also said and more. So Copium included, Virtual Fighter could fall into the and more category. But let's move on to Tekken. I just want to note this. There was an email that was sent out that had the 3 new characters listed. It still surprised me that we only have 3 new characters, but I think the variety from these 3 characters is amazing. Quality over quantity. It seems like the route is Tekken 8 is going. Tekken 7 gave us like technically 10 new characters, and a lot of those are controversial. We only get 3 in Tekken 8, and yeah, I know some people like this one more than the other, but they're all pretty much bangers. So I wanted to mention that as well. Now this is where we take a turn and starts talking about the media tour, the leaks, and everything else that happened. So I've been talking about the media tour for a long time, like a week and a half, 2 weeks. First, the developers, they went from Korea to London to Paris, and then they may have made some more stops somewhere in there, but those were the ones that they noted, and then they came to LA. Now I thought, and also a lot of you, sorry about that they were going to show something at the Game Awards. This was all coming to a head at Game Awards. They were going to do some spectacular reveal. Amazing. That did not happen. 4 hours of watching the Game Awards, there was no announcements. Everyone was heartbroken. A couple of hours later, there was a massive leak. At the same time, there was an official announcement. First, let's talk about the leak. I can't show any of it because, it's like 3 videos and I'm not trying to get 3 separate strikes. My channel will be obliterated. The 1 strike I have left expires in like 40 days. So let's keep it that way, right? If you want to see any of the leaks, you got to go to my Twitter and you got to check it out there because I can't post any of it to YouTube just in case Bandai Namco come in to clap cheeks. I'm going to tell them no. Not this time, I'm safe. Which is exactly why you guys are also seeing Smite gameplay. When you see Smite gameplay, you know it's real. So Devil Jin leaked, and even though the clip is about 15 seconds, the guy looks fire. He's shooting lasers. He does this like launcher, laser, and then he screws. Basically a lot of Tekken 7 stuff, a lot of good animations and things he has going. Devil Jin mains all over the world was celebrating. One of the best Devil Jin mains, Devil Star, even responded and was like mind blown. So I think this is a very good look for Devil Jin. See, this is the thing about leaks. Whenever something about Tekken 8 leak, the game only looks better. If you think about what GTA 6 when they had a leak and everybody was like, this game looks trash, the graphics, When something for Tekken 8 leaks, people only get more excited, more anticipation. And that's why I think the game is so amazing. But then there was another video where, the rain stage that we initially saw at the start, Jin and Kazuya both in the rain, shirtless, all the Tekken fans around the world was bricked up. That stage is highly updated. Now you do got to keep in mind that the stage is very dynamic. They said sometimes it will rain, sometimes the ship in the background will be breaking, sometimes there will be tornadoes. In this couple of seconds that we see, there is no rain and there is lava on the ground. So it seems like there's going to even be more dynamic elements that wasn't even announced. This stage seems like the most dynamic and changing stage out of all of them. No other stage goes from raining to tornadoes to explosions to volcanoes. Absolutely amazing. And then the final thing is just Sanchez on the character select screen. He doesn't really do much. It's not really alone. What I was able to find is just a picture of him looking cool, but go check that out if you're interested in it as well. Now, all of this came from one person, one news site that uploaded a short early. The whole scheduling videos and selecting the wrong day kind of thing. They eventually took their video down, but it was too late. Tekken fans, they got it, they shared it, and now that's what you're seeing all over the place. Now, the official announcement part, because what is this, right? Kind of at the same time, multiple different media personnel all over the world were basically announcing what they have been experiencing. Once again, the media tour that took place all over the world, we have more information. So this person here, TJ Denzar, says, it blows my mind that I had 3 chances to sit down and talk to these folk this year alone, and yet we still end up having a fascinating conversation with details Tekken fans are going to want to hear about this next week. Stay tuned. So that kind of gives us a time frame, next week. Here's another person you guys may be very familiar with, Team Smokey. I was invited to check out the special closed Tekken 8 event. There has been some really exciting reveals that are still waiting to be shared. I had a lot of hand time to play and capture footage. Please wait just a little longer for more news. And then you have a similar tweet from Markman, thanks to Bandai Namco Entertainment, Tekken Project Team. I had a chance to play the final build of Tekken 8. I want to highlight that part real briefly. Final build. A lot of people are saying this is 100% confirmation that we won't get a beta, because if this is the final build that we're going to be playing on launch, then why would they do a beta? Because betas are only for testing and developing and changing. But they're not going to do that. It's the final build. But I always say that they may not do a final build now that Game Awards behind us, but I still think it would have been a good marketing strategy. Tekken 8's a really awesome game, and just getting people the opportunity to play it for free and then using that moment as just another opportunity for them to pre-order or buy the game, I think it would have been a good opportunity, but you know, we're past it now. Final build. Markman says, I'll be posting clips and thoughts next week, once again, that highlight the single player experience and some focused content on Reina, Devil Jin, and Li Xiaolan. So that's a pretty juicy tweet right there. Focused content and single player experience. Now, I know you guys are aware of the leak that happened last time. We thought it was Tekken Force, but it seems like it's more so going to be revolving around story, and that's going to be really cool. But the content that's focused on these 3 individual characters, that's something that I'm also looking forward to. Here's another person. I'll just skip to the good part. I can't tell you much, but be ready for some cool news. I will release a few videos next Tuesday. Arsenality, a popular YouTuber. Keep an eye on my YouTube channel on the 12th December. So basically what you have here, if you guys remember what happened 8 months ago, around the time of EVO Japan, when we knew pretty much nothing about the game, the developers gathered a lot of players from basically all over the world, also media personnel, to play the game, to experience it. They got a lot of gameplay, a lot of content, and then when they were given a green light, once again, around EVO Japan, they published all that stuff at once. It seems like that's what they're going to be doing this time around. On the 12th, you're going to have a massive flood from many different languages, from many different people all over the world, just sharing the latest and greatest about Tekken 8. I was made aware of this as well, but the main man has been missing for the past couple of days. He hasn't streamed, he hasn't been participating, hasn't been reacting, and this is more evidence that main man and just a lot of other content creators who's been missing, they will have a lot of stuff to share in a couple of days. Now, another thing you got to focus on is the Tekken Talk. The first one they did 8 months ago. The second one they did 4 months ago. If you pay attention to the 44444 Katarina, we are due for another episode as well. So expect the Tekken Talk episode 3. Expect a bunch of gameplay from content creators. Expect madness, chaos on the 12th Tuesday. If you want to see the leaks that occurred right now, go check out my Twitter. But that's it.